Welcome to another episode of Forever Faithful Podcast. I am Brandon Frenio, joined by my co-host Christian Dyer. How are we doing today, Christian?
Good man. Sorry, my dog got first thing, dude.
Yeah.
Dog comes right has to be right in the camera.
It's all good. All right. Let's go ahead and start off with our socials real quick. If you can, please give us like us on Facebook at Forever Faithful Podcast. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Forever Faithful Podcast, and like us on follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well, Forever Faithful Podcast. All right, today we're gonna go ahead and talk about um, this upcoming preseason Week 3 game against the Las Vegas Raiders. Um, what are we expecting? I'm hearing a lot of the starters are gonna be working in this game this weekend. And do we see Jimmy G playing more than one series this time? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay,
Sorry,
I
what's up?
wasn't sure. All right. Oh no, I was just saying if you could hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you
I'm
good.
having little trouble network problems right now.
Oh yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Um okay. So basically what I was asking is if Sunday's game, are we gonna see Jimmy Garoppolo um in with the starting lineup
Oh
more
yeah.
than one series than what we've been
Yeah.
seeing?
We're gonna actually get to see him like with a chance to actually play. Yeah. I think I definitely think he'll be playing because I think he's the starter. I mean, I think like maybe Trey takes over later in the season, but yeah, he's definitely the starter, so he's definitely gonna play with the starters. And wouldn't be surprised if they play at least the first quarter. I'm not sure if we'll get a full half, but definitely I think at least the first quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we'll see him for sure a lot more than one series in this game. Um, I thought it was kind of weird though, the past two preseason games of not seeing Jimmy G more than just one series. And I feel like a lot of the like 49ers Twitter is saying, he hasn't been doing good in the preseason so far. And I'm like, well, yeah, because he's only played one series.
You
So
can't
of
really
course, I mean, you can't go off of one series, you
exactly
know.
like
So
you can't
that's what kills me.
you can't say he's done good or bad because he hasn't played enough. But we don't know
Uh-huh.
why he's not played a lot. I mean, my theory would be that he's not playing fully with all the ones, and with his injury history, it's better not to have him in there long because of that, especially not playing with our full offensive line, not with all the ones in there, because like um, all the ones are going to be in there against the Raiders. Kittle's going to be in there, and Trent Williams is going to be
Mhm.
in there. So obviously, if the ones are there, he's going to play because they're going to feel like he has what he needs to play more than one series. But I I don't I don't think they needed to give Jimmy reps in preseason to see anything. We already know what he is. Like nothing else, nothing he's going to do is going to be any different than what we already know. So of course they
Yeah,
gave
exactly.
Trey more reps because we want to see what Trey is possibly capable of. So that's why there was no point in giving Jimmy reps in the first two preseason games because we know the player he is. They don't. There's not much they need to see.
That's true. Um, I mean, so I ran a poll yesterday on our Instagram page and Twitter. Um, and most of them said Jimmy G. It was basically my question was who's starting week one? Is it Jimmy G or Trey Lance? A lot of them said Jimmy G, of course, and I agree. You agree. I think our whole crew agrees. But um, I just found it interesting on how many people wanted Trey Lance to start, but
I
I'm like, just
But
go
that's
ahead.
the thing. If you could do two separate polls and you're going to get two separate answers, you're going to do who's going to start and who do
Hmm.
you want to start. They're going to be two completely separate responses. You're probably going to have more people
Yes.
that want Lance to start, but then more people that think Jimmy's going to start. But when you really think about it, yeah, I mean, most of us want Lance to start because we know what Jimmy is, and from
Hmm.
what we've seen, at least they're at least at the moment equal. And if your rookie is equal to your veteran and has more upside and can do more things with the football than he can, then why not start the rookie? I mean, one of the greatest Niners of all time wants you to start the rookie and thinks you have a chance to win a Super Bowl starting the rookie. So, I
Yeah.
mean, when Steve Young
You
tells
talk about
you,
Steve Young.
yeah, you you probably should listen when he talks.
Yep, that's facts. He knows what he's talking about.
But yeah, so I'm sure there's a
But
majority of Niner fans that want Lance to start, but know that Jimmy's going to start.
yeah. So I want to go ahead and talk about also too is so they cut down on the roster to 80, correct?
Yeah,
And one of the cuts was River Craycraft. Was that a shocker to you at all?
not a shocker. I mean, I would have liked to maybe see him get more of a chance. I mean, I feel like we didn't get to see him much in preseason, so maybe that's why he got cut. But he seemed like he was doing well in practice. So I mean, he there's a chance he could have been another. What was it, Trent Taylor? But I mean,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
it just I don't know. Kyle knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, another thing too is that we were talking about this in the Hype group chat. I'm surprised Richie James is still on the team. We all thought he was gonna get cut.
Holy crap, dude! Maybe they're giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's dropping balls from Lance
Trey Lance.
who throws a rocket and he's got small hands.
He throws. Yeah. I mean, look, he dropped what, like 3 balls in last weekend's game against the Chargers, right?
And
From
most of the
Lance.
balls he's dropping
I
are
think
been
either.
ones Lance are throwing accurately. Like Lance isn't throwing him these terrible balls.
Yeah.
Like he's most of them at least he's thrown pretty deep, like where they're definitely catchable. It's not, I mean, obviously you should catch every ball that hits your hands, but he's not like making it super hard for James. Like I could give him some benefit of the doubt if the quarterback's making it hard compared to like if
Hmm.
he's putting it right in the wheelhouse, right where you could right in your freaking chest. You can catch the damn ball. So James is just dropping balls he should be catching.
Yep. I also feel like too, like he's not the only one dropping balls. Uh, Ayuk dropped 2 in last weekend's game as well. I mean, our receivers need to
Yeah,
start catching, man, because
the
if they
receivers
can't
got
catch, it's gonna be an issue.
they got to catch the ball, and even the tough ones. It's just so annoying to see your quarterback freaking
Hmm.
throw so many fucking balls that are fucking putting it. Oh my god. Everybody hates on freaking Ayuk for not catching that ball from Jimmy, but I mean, if that's a real fucking game, he freaking leaves Ayuk if he goes up to get the ball wide open to get knocked the fuck out by the safety. If you literally go and watch that
Yeah.
play, Ayuk goes up for that ball in a real game and to really like he leaves his feet and he's fully stretched to try to catch that ball. Obviously, he needs to catch it if it hits his hands, but even if he does catch it, if the safety's right there, the safety just is going to destroy him. But everybody wants to
Yeah.
shit
I
on Ayuk
mean,
and not take the fact that Jimmy fucking puts his receivers in fucking like terrible positions where they get knocked the fuck out all the time. Does it all the fucking time because he can't fucking
and
throw the ball accurately. Sorry, that shit pissed me off when I like everybody blames the
uh,
receiver because you got to
I
catch everything that hits your hands, but you stop fucking throwing it where they have to fucking get killed by the safety when if they do catch it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like some people say that was Ayuk's fault. Some people say it was Jimmy G. Um,
So
I
the
mean,
reason they say it's
do
Ayuk's
you
fault is
do you
because,
think that was too high for him?
dude, if he does, even if he catches the ball and it's a real game and the safety's right there, what happens?
Hmm.
He gets blown the fuck up
He,
and could get hurt.
he,
So what
yeah,
does that tell you? What does that tell you?
yeah,
If you're putting a receiver in a position where he's going to get hurt over the middle, like you know how many years in the NFL we went and had receivers that would not go over the middle, even in the 90s.
yeah. That's true.
Receivers are not afraid to go over
That's
the
true.
middle now. But if you have a quarterback where receivers
Hmm.
aren't afraid to go over the middle and you freaking throw it where you freaking leave them out to dry, like the reason they didn't go over the middle is because you got blown the fuck up, especially back in the day. Now,
Yep.
receivers aren't afraid to go over the middle, but they can still get blown up if you throw a terrible pass.
Yes,
He
they can.
threw that pass so freaking high that even if Adu catches it,
It
he gets
was.
lit up. Like, and you
Yeah.
know that's high because a guy with arms that long and with his foot in the air still has a hard time catching it. That's how high the ball was.
I agree. I don't disagree with you at all. Um, I just I think because I feel like too though. I mean, both of them started off bad because Trey Lance even had a high ball too that he threw to Ayuk as
Hmm.
well. Um, and I don't know, like it was just a bad start for the both of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they and I didn't like Lance's ball either. Um, I'm like these inaccurate throws are frustrating, but I mean receivers got to catch them, especially when your rookie quarterback's doing it. You got to catch them, but I, like I normally would blame the receiver. I just got mad because the one with Jimmy, it was a terrible throw that leaves your receiver wide
Hmm.
open to get hurt.
Yep.
So and
Uh,
and we've dealt with the injury bug so bad that when you're sitting there and watching your
yeah.
quarterback put your
Seriously.
receivers in opportunities to get hurt, it's frustrating. So like I still think Ayuk should have
Yeah.
caught the ball because he got his hands on it, but
Hmm.
like though that kind of ball shouldn't be thrown. Not if you're a starting
I
quarterback in the NFL.
completely agree.
You shouldn't be throwing it that bad to hurt your receivers.
I totally agree. Um, moving on to this weekend. What do you expect from Jimmy G and Trey Lance? Um, compared to what you saw from last week against the Chargers?
Um,
What would you like to see from them?
it's hard to say because like they're gonna play, but Kyle's not gonna. He's gonna call simple stuff. So you
Yeah.
know, I'd like to see Jimmy at least one of the drives methodically move the ball down the field and score, um, at least.
Hmm.
Um, and then whenever Trey comes in, I just want to see him like have just be able to run around and make plays. Because when Kyle finally like kind of let him start making plays in the last game, he started moving the ball. Like you could tell
I
at
was.
first, like he thought he couldn't run,
Yep.
and the moment like he's like, oh, I can use my legs, he started making things happen, and he looked good. When he finally, it's like
I
he
was
was
just.
looking super uncomfortable because it felt like he was told not to do this, not to do that. When you're a rookie quarterback being told don't do this, don't do that, and you can't play your own game. So as soon as he felt like he could run and he started running, he looked great. It was weird. It was like night and day. As soon as he could start freaking moving the ball, moving around with his legs and stuff, he looked great on those drives. So I want to just see Lance just right soon as they come out, be able to if he wants to run whatever and take what's there and just kind of see how that looks. I don't know if he'll get a chance to play with the ones. Um, it'll probably just be Jimmy. I mean, but if there is a chance he gets to actually play with all the ones, I'd love to see what he could do with just given the green light and just go and see what happens.
Yeah, I
And I
was
want
just
to
gonna bring
see.
that up too.
I was going to say one more thing. I want to
Oh,
see
go
if he
ahead. Go
does. I want to see him put on the shorter throws. I want to see some more touch on the ball. He had a nice one on the run that he had James open that he actually caught. That had some nice touch on it. They didn't. you know,
Yeah.
flame throw it. I want to see some more throws that shows he can have a little more touch because he has a beautiful touch on the deep ball. It's just the shorter routes. I want to see him have some more touch so they're not always like freaking throwing freaking rockets.
So Joey, our guy from the Hive, I need Jimmy to give me a drive that shows he's the definite starter if he's the guy for one. I agree. I feel like he hasn't had that chance yet. In the past two preseason games because Kyle's only let him play one series. So I feel like if this is the game to where we could actually see Jimmy play well, especially with all the starters playing too. Especially with Trent Williams is going to be playing too this weekend. So I feel like once he's in there and playing with the starters and everything, I could see him hopefully going down the field, scoring a touchdown his first series.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like what I said a minute ago when I said I want to see Jimmy kind of have a methodical drive and score because he is kind of a methodical guy where he
Yep.
has to get in a special kind of rhythm with the way that Kyle's playing, calling the
Mhm.
plays, and Jimmy's being able is easily finding the open guy. Um,
Mhm.
that's what I want to see. Just I want to see him finding the open man easily and making the play. Um, I want to see him. I want to see what I saw on the one drive he had using his legs. Like, I actually kind of got excited when he ran for the first
Yeah,
down. 'Cause I'm like, I haven't seen that in a long time. So, I
it's
haven't
been a
seen that
while.
since the
I feel
ACL
like
injury. So, I mean, if he can add that to the game,
mhm,
I mean, it even makes his game a little bit better.
that's gonna be phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. Because if he could not always stay in the pocket and actually get out there and run as well, I mean I feel like that's gonna help us a lot too during the season, and that's if Kyle doesn't hold him back. Um, like I feel like he has with Trey in the preseason.
hmm Yeah, if Jimmy can start using his legs more and getting some first down with his legs, um,
Mhm.
really help his game if he is going to be the starter. If he's not sitting there like a statue in the pocket and can start using his legs again, it's going to make a big difference because the unneeded sacks that he takes is just. I feel like if he can run a little bit more, then he can get rid of some of the unneeded sacks because he just stands there like a statue. So
Yep,
I'd like to
exactly,
see a little bit of that in
exactly.
this game. I'd like to see him using the legs a little bit.
I also wanted to say too, I could tell from last weekend's game, when he was out there, you could tell he wasn't scared, like he has been the past like 2 3 years, right?
Well,
And that's why we saw him use his legs, you know.
and that's what I'm wondering. That's probably why maybe he's even getting the starting nod. I mean, he's obviously has some more confidence than he's had. I mean, just by watching the interviews and the how him smiling and having a good time, he does seem more confident. And I've
Yeah.
said that from the start. For me, for Jimmy, is the confidence. You know, I've said it.
Hmm.
I've said it a couple times. Like, I want to see a confident Jimmy Garoppolo and see what kind of player a confident Jimmy Garoppolo can be. Because I feel like
Same.
we're going to get a better
I
player
want,
and a different player.
yeah, I want to see the same Jimmy Garoppolo we saw in 2019, and and 10 times better on top of that
Yeah,
too,
yeah, I know. I want to see the
to where he's
2019
not as
Jimmy,
scared.
the 2019
Hmm.
Jimmy, but the one that above that is confident and isn't holding on to the ball and not wanting to try and when he sees it open, he freaking fires it. Is confident in what he's doing
Yep.
and isn't taking unneeded stacks because he's holding onto the ball or he's not confident in his ability. So that's what I want to see. Like, I would, yeah. Do I want to? Would rather probably have Lance just be the starter week one. Yeah, but if Jimmy's a starter, I'm rolling with Jimmy, and if we're winning, I'm happy.
Yep. Exactly. Same here.
As long as we're winning, I don't care who's
I mean, I
quarterback.
know. Yeah. Same. Same. As long as we have a winning record and and we look good still, no matter who the quarterback is, I'm happy. Just like you said.
because we know we're going to be running the
um.
ball, dude, and I'm excited to see the run game this year with
Oh yeah.
adding Trey
Oh
Sermon
yeah.
and
Me too.
Mostert looking more healthy, and feeling good. I mean, he looked good. I mean, look at that. We didn't really get to see. We haven't got to see him in preseason, but that first play that they had in the joint practice, I mean, just gone for 80 yards. Like nobody's catching
Yeah.
him. So I'm excited for that because
I'm
having him in the change of pace back and Sermon, I'm excited to see the running attack this year.
Me too. And also too, I mean,
Oh,
and you saw, the past two preseason games, uh,
sorry, I lost you there.
Jermichael Hasty. You're all good. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Hello? Okay.
yeah, I can hear you.
I was gonna say is even the past two seasons, Jermichael Hasty's he's been killing it too. He's proving himself. He
He
wants to be
just
on this team
he
for
just
sure.
runs hard.
Mm-hmm.
He's just one of those guys with a lot of heart who runs hard. So
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the 53-man roster. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying that he's probably not going to make it, but after seeing what I saw in the past two preseason games, I think he's making it for sure. I think he might be that third string.
yeah, he definitely could. I mean, if not, maybe the practice squad, but it's really going to be obviously it's between him and Gallman. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
it's Gallman, right? Or is it?
Yeah, Gallman.
Okay, yeah, because Gallman's a really good
Yeah.
blocker too. So
Mm-hmm.
they each do some things really well. So
He
it's just going to be interesting to see how um, who we decide to go with. But if Hasty can, obviously get rid of the fumbles this year, that obviously gives him a better chance too. So,
That's
but
facts. That's
I
the
wonder
one.
if we'll
That's the one thing he had an issue with last year.
I wonder if we'll get like see them a lot in this next game, and that'll kind of give us an idea because I think when they're cutting down to 53, one of them might get sent to the practice squad or get cut. I'm not sure though, but that's what seems like might happen. So
Yeah, I'm I'm actually really hoping we could see Mozart for sure because I've been wanting to see him, to see if he's good to go, ready to
hold on,
go.
can't hear you, man.
It's probably me. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hey, Jordan, can you hear us? Is our Sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties right now. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, the
it's
can you hear
weird.
me
It's like
now?
I could barely hear you a little bit in my headphones, but normally it's I don't know what the heck's going on.
Okay. So my friend Jordan says he could hear us both. Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me now?
A little. Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Talk.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Um,
Hello?
hold on.
Hey, sorry about this, guys.
I can hear you now. I think.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, we're good.
I can hear. Okay. All right. So, anyways, as I was saying, um, I just I'm hoping we can see Mozart this weekend too because I've been waiting to see how he is after his injury last year.
Yeah, and I think we will because they're saying we're going to see all the starters. I think he'll start. He still is the starting
Uh,
running back, so I do think he'll start.
yeah,
I think we're
yeah.
going to see him
Uh, oh,
for a couple drives.
yeah. I'm. Yeah, I feel like we'll see him for a couple drives as well. Um, do you see Sherfield possibly being that wide receiver three? He's working his tail off for sure.
I think that possibly almost seems like as of now we're going to have a receiver three by committee, and it's just going to be depending
Hmm.
on the play and depending on the formation and depending on how things are going is just who's going to be in there at the time. You know, in a play where we need the receiver three to go deep and get open on a clean route, Sherfield all day. It's always been so.
Yeah.
But
Jordan saying Trey Lance should start week one. Always gonna
I,
get those.
you're not wrong, but
Ahead.
it's not. But Shanahan,
I don't.
he's gonna do what he's gonna
No
do.
rush.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. No
I
rush.
agree, but
Speak. Yeah. Speaking
he'll
of that,
start.
I actually wanted to. I wanted to ask you. Um. So what was it? Was it Monday or Tuesday? After practice, somebody asked Shanahan, if he knew who was going to be the week one starter, and he says, "I prefer not to say." When the past couple weeks he's been saying GG. What do you think about that? Is he just trying to stir up the pot for the media?
He just thinks it's funny, dude. He freaking got such a kick out of the whole who he's gonna draft
The whole
thing that
draft.
he's just
Yeah.
having fun, dude. He just thinks it's funny.
Yeah. I was just like, damn, freaking after weeks of saying Jimmy G, he's gonna pull this now.
It's gonna be Jimmy, dude. I mean, and it's fine if it's Jimmy, but it's probably gonna be Jimmy. I mean, he could surprise us. I mean, he surprised us with the Lance pick, really, in a lot of ways. So
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, he could pick Jimmy. We're gonna have to pick Lance, but it's probably Jimmy. It's best just to kind of go with the most likely pick. Um, but we're just gonna wait and see. We got what 2, 3 weeks till the season starts. Still,
Yep. We got we
is
got
it?
this last preseason game, and then we wait 2 weeks, and then the season starts.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just excited to have football back. I'm ready for it. Um, but I wanted to bring up what Perry was saying today in our group chat about the 49ers working out two punters. Should we be worried about Mitch, Big Mitch?
I have no idea. I didn't even know we were. I didn't even know everybody was worried about Mitch
Neither did
until
I.
I heard about it today. I don't know. I I like Mitch. I
Me
get it
too.
if people are saying he's a little inconsistent at times. It's understandable, but we got one of the only punters, kickers, whatever in the game that can go and light the guy with the ball up. So
Yeah.
I'm okay if he's inconsistent sometimes because I'll take it because he's a legitimate actual last line of defense because he can knock the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, he can. Just like we saw that, what was it, 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's from Australia.
2019.
He's a big Aussie,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm.
So I mean,
I mean, I don't think we should be worried. I think he'll still make the team and be our punter. I'm not too
dude,
worried about that.
he's our
But
kickoff guy too.
um, exactly,
So I don't
exactly.
know.
So we'll see. Um, you think it's gonna be pretty wild this weekend with the Raiders coming to town?
I mean, who knows? Their fans are ridiculous, but it's just a preseason game. Just the
Yeah,
fans are always
exactly.
ridiculous, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's still maybe still some fans from the Bay Area, that are coming over there. I don't know how many of them.
Oh yeah, easily
I don't know how. I
for
just
sure,
wonder
for
how many
sure.
of them wanted to stay fans after they left the Bay, but uh, I'm
Right?
sure there'll be plenty. I'm sure it'll be plenty packed of both fans, and hopefully they don't act like imbeciles, which they tend to do. So
Yeah.
they're the Dodger fans
So
of the football world.
of the football league. Yeah. So I was gonna say, what if Jalen Hurd does play? You think they're gonna be passing to him a lot, or
See,
just taking it easy on him?
that's what I wonder because I mean, I think he could be a good receiver, but I think most of us were excited, and even we were just sure that Kyle wanted him was more because of the gadget stuff.
Hmm.
So like, I'm not gonna be surprised if he gets a couple throws or he doesn't get a couple throws here and there. But you know, what I was excited for and what I wanted him to play for is because I wanted to see the gadget stuff that Kyle came up with using Hurd because I he obviously had some ideas and that's why he's kept him on the team. So maybe we'll see him get a couple throws if he can get open. Um, we're not going to see any gadget stuff, so it's really I want him to be healthy and on the 53-man roster if he is, so we can at least
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what Kyle has up his sleeve with the gadget stuff. Because I think that was his idea the
yeah.
whole
Same.
time. I mean, I think he has the ability to be a decent receiver, but I'm more excited in the possibility of the gadget stuff. So I think we'll see him if he can play, but I don't think he'll start. Maybe he'll play with the twos. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. This is a pretty more like this is definitely a more interesting preseason game because we know the starters are playing, and then some guys that haven't been healthy or haven't played yet are going to play. So we'll just kind of have to
Speaking
wait and
of,
see what happens.
yeah, speaking of healthy, um, Tart is back on the active roster from the pub list. Do we see him play this weekend? Or are they gonna save him for the regular season?
No, they got to get him some reps. If he can play, if he can go in there and play, he's got to get some reps. Like doesn't matter what position you got to get.
Yeah,
That's why they have the preseason. You have to get some reps before the regular season. So if he can go, I think he'll get a couple. I mean, it might
this
not
is
be a
true.
lot, but I think so. Um, I definitely am excited he's back because he's one of my favorite players on the team. So I hope he can stay healthy.
Me
Um,
too.
I think that rookie, can make it easier on him because he might not have to play as many snaps this year. So maybe he can stay healthy because he can take maybe a couple less snaps because I think Hufanga um, can get a couple of snaps here and there. So maybe um, he can stay healthy. But I'm really excited that he's back and healthy because freaking I love to watch him play.
Yeah, me too. Uh, what what was the rookie's name? God, why I'm drawing a blank right now.
Which one?
The one that would be filling in for Tart.
Yeah, Hufanga.
Ufunga, that's right.
Yeah,
Um,
USC.
yeah. Um, dude, he's freaking a monster, man.
Hey,
I like what he's bringing to the table.
He's got the Ronnie Lott sign of approval. So
I
no,
can't
I
wait
like
to see
him.
what he brings against the Raiders, man.
I like him. He's tenacious.
Me too. Me too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think some. I feel like some people were kind of worried about him a little bit before the preseason started, but I think everybody's starting to fall in love with him now, for
I
sure.
mean, both our Pac-12 DBs are doing good. I guess
Uh huh.
Kyle and John's infatuation with Pac-12 players seem to be paying off, at least for the defense.
Yeah. Seriously.
Because Lenore, or however you pronounce
Seriously.
his last name, is a freaking been
This guy.
a monster, dude. Like, totally didn't see that coming. Because Oregon's not known for their defense and their DBs. So like, as well he's been
Yeah.
playing has been a huge surprise and is pretty awesome. And he's been amazing. So both of our rookie Pac-12 DBs have been fantastic, and I think are going to be very helpful to the team this year.
Mhm. I'm excited for that for sure. Um, you want to do a little prediction score for Niners Raiders? Even though I mean
Hmm.
it's just preseason, but
With the starters playing, let's say 23-20.
okay. Okay. You see Jimmy G scoring at
Yeah, I
least a
think he's going to
touchdown.
get. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say
I
he
I,
gets
I say
one,
the
Trey
same.
gets two.
Okay. Yeah. You think Trey will be playing second and third quarter again?
Yeah, I think probably second and third quarter. Yeah, unless Jimmy gets some of the second quarter, which he could get a half because he should get a half. So maybe Trey gets the third
Hmm.
quarter, some of the fourth.
Yeah, that's true.
Sudfeld finishes.
Yeah.
Um, it's hard to know. We'll have to see when it's going because Jimmy should get a full half, in my opinion. I feel like the starter should play the first and second quarter, get some actual game time going so they're ready for week one. Um, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see two full quarters. I'd like to actually get some actual freaking drives from Jimmy and see how the heck he's looking. So I would
Hmm.
assume that if Jimmy does get two, we'll get the third quarter for Lance and then maybe half the fourth.
Okay. Do you see? Do y'all? I mean, I guess not really. If you think about it, I was gonna say, do you see Kyle having Trey play with the starters as well this game or no?
Probably not. As much as we want to,
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, if Jimmy comes out and he's playing with the starters, we'll probably won't get to see Trey with the actual like full
Mhm.
starters. Because if Jimmy's coming out with the starters, that means he's the starting quarterback. Like this, I mean, in my
That's right.
opinion, that'll tell us like whatever happens, and it seems like Jimmy will be starting. I think Jimmy was going to be the starter the whole time, and that hasn't changed. You know, unless like
Yeah,
Lance stole the job from him, which I don't think he actually has. So I think I don't think we'll see
I
Lance
don't
with the
think he
full
has either.
starters, which sucks. It would be nice to see him with the full starters and see what he's capable of, but it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying too. Yeah, yeah, I see it happening too. I mean, like we talked about before, Kyle said he is gonna be using packages with Trey, so I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
Um, here another thing I don't know who it was, but I saw on Twitter today. Somebody was trying to compare Trey Lance to Taysom Hill. Why?
He's not a
Like
gadget
honestly.
guy. Like he's coming in to just play quarterback. If he's coming in, he's not playing a gadget, and he's an actual quarterback. Taysom Hill's not a quarterback. He's a running back who played quarterback. He's just a
Yep,
he's a more athletic Tim Tebow, way more athletic
exactly.
Tim Tebow. He's an absolute freaking athlete, but he's not a quarterback. He wasn't a
Yeah.
quarterback in
No, I
in
agree.
college. He would just run the ball.
Running
All
back.
he did
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
watch his game film, I mean, he's a monster. Don't get me wrong. When he was healthy, at least he got hurt a lot in college, but he could run that ball. He's a linebacker. He's built like a linebacker who can run the ball. That's what he is and catch. He's an absolute athletic monster who's built like a linebacker, but he's not a good quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why whoever brought that up. I was they're probably talking out of their culo or something, but
Oh, dude, freaking seriously.
I don't know. That's Twitter for you though, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my God, Niners Twitter,
But
dude. I swear to God, we could freaking
it's
write a book.
crazy, bro. Seriously, you could.
We could write a
It's
book on the
crazy
shit
of them.
Niners Twitter does, dude. Seriously, a different chapter for all the
Yep,
different craziness. Or we
definitely,
could make a TV. Honestly, we
definitely.
could make a reality TV show. I
Yeah,
swear, dude. We really could, and we'll have
that's
Zach be
funny.
the host.
Zach Vito's with his suit.
Yeah, dude. He's the only one who wants to wear the suit, so he could be the host.
Yep, yep, exactly. But anyways, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see the Stars finally play on Sunday. It's a 1 o'clock game, so that's pretty cool. At
Why is it
least,
gotta be freaking
yeah.
Sunday, dude? I'm going to the freaking Reptile Expo
Do you work
Sunday.
Sunday?
So no, I'll be at the Reptile Expo. I've had tickets for like
Uh,
two months, but so I'll probably just record
sheesh.
it. I'll probably just record it and watch it. But yeah, I probably won't be able to watch it live because I'll
Okay.
be at the Reptile Expo.
um, we're gonna we'll do the post game on Sunday after you're done watching it.
Yeah, no,
We'll
yeah,
go
we
live
will.
after the
We'll
game
we'll definitely do the post game because I'll be
and
home probably
break.
before the game's fully
Yeah,
over.
yeah, we'll break down what we saw and how everybody did and all that good stuff and go from there. Um, but I think that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. We just wanted to come back on and say what's up, talk some Niners. Last preseason game before the regular season starts. Um, and I think we're us Niner fans are all excited to see how the season folds out.
Yeah, I'm done talking about preseason. Let's start the regular season. I'm ready,
Dude,
dude.
seriously,
Like I'm ready. I'm ready to freaking.
seriously.
I'm
Me
ready for
too.
the regular season and to come on 5 minutes after the game's over and do the post game.
Right? Yep. Yep. I'm ready for that too. But um, I think that's gonna do it for us, guys. Once again, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for our faithful podcast. Twitter is at FFPod49. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our faithful podcast. And we'll catch you guys Sunday after the game. Take care, guys. Peace.
Later. Peace out.